Hello, I'm Ron Miscavige, and this is Story Time, and I'm your host and your storyteller. I'm going to read you a story today out of a book I wrote called True Confessions of a Kid, and then as we get along, I'm going to start reading stories out of this second book, which is called Hideouts for Midgets on the Lam. Now, before I get into reading it, I just want to make one little point, and if you could help me with this, I would appreciate it very much. If you find these entertaining and kind of a nice break in your day, could you please do me a favor and share this with as many people as possible? I really want to get the subscribers up to a much higher amount than it is right now. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to it too. Okay, so that little bit of business out of the way, let me get into it. And this is called the Brandonville Country Club. I got out of high school in June of '53. Didn't know what to do with my life. My old man thought it would be great if I went to college to study business. I was a musician, and if I were to go to college, it would be to study music. So this was a standoff. However, the only way I could have actually gotten into college was by flat-out bribery. I was playing gigs in those days, and my golden opportunity came when Chick Oakham, a one-eyed drummer and a serious booze hound, asked me if I wanted to play 6 nights a week at the Brandonville Country Club. 2 shows a night. Damn, that sounded really good. So immediately I said yes. The shows were usually an MC who was a comedian, a singer, and sometimes a stripper. Real high class. The comedian actually, I'll give you that again. The comedian MC was actually pretty good. The singers, mostly from Philly, were also good. Not top-notch, but decent. Then the stripper. She was usually past her prime. Now, need I say more? The local folks, however, would pack the house if there were a stripper on the bill. And me, the kid in the band, would be the subject of her banter, innuendos, and shit like that. And the part of it that the audience liked so much was that no matter what she did, I would stay focused and play my part as if she didn't even exist. Actually, now that I look back at this, I guess this was pretty entertaining. Chick, the drummer, and Mully Malinowski, the accordion player, were serious drinkers. Good guys, but loved to put it away. One night, Chick said, "You know, Ronnie, maybe we should just have a common bill that they put our drinks on and then split the tab at the end of the week. We didn't get free drinks with this gig." Young and all, I was 17 at the time, I told him he was nuts if he thought I would do that. Of course, I didn't do it, and he didn't even get pissed off at me for not falling for that stupid deal. Then there was the ride home after the last show. We normally ended at 2 a.m. When I say we ended at 2 a.m., that's when we left the Brandonville Country Club, at which point Chick, who drove, would stop at Sacco's, a bar in Ringtown, on the way home. Why? To play for drinks. Mully would bring his accordion in, and Chick would bring in his snare drum and play them with brushes. I would sit there in apathy, hoping to go home. This would put us on the road to Mount Carmel about 3:30 or 4 a.m. every night. The topper was this. How I live to even tell this is actually beyond me. Both Chick and Mully loved to tell stories, mostly Chick. One night we're driving home. Chick is basically blind drunk. Mully is in the back seat, and as Chick is talking, he's turning around and looking at Mully. Chick is saying, "You know, Albert said he could go 90 miles an hour in his car. Throw the gears in reverse and it wouldn't hurt his car at all." Mully says, "Come on, Chick, you know that's bullshit and you know it." Chick says, "Are you calling me a liar? I'll roll this goddamn car." We're going about 60 miles an hour. What a way to live. He didn't roll the car. The gig petered out, and after a while, I joined the Marines. I thought it would be a better life. End of story. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I look at some of these things that happened to me, and sometimes I think they're not even real, but they actually did. These are true stories. They're all true except one story in this book, Hideouts for Midgets on the Lam. Now, as I said in the early part of the show, if you like this and you like this type of entertainment, please share this with your friends. And if you want to see what else I do, you can go to my website, which is therealronmiscavige.com. On there, you could see these books if you'd want to buy them. You could see that I also do a thing called life lessons, and I do interviews, which is a pretty serious subject. And if you'd care to, you could become a patron and help support this show, which I would appreciate very much. But at any rate, for now, this has been another story, and I hope you tune in the future to more stories on Storytime. I'm your host and storyteller, Ron Miscavige. Until the next story, I say, have a great life. Bye-bye now.